Mr. Ramirez, I'd like to ask you a few questions first about yourself and your history, background. Can you tell us where you were born?
Chicago.
Chicago. And were you raised in Chicago?
Yes.
How old are you now?
26.
So you've been in Chicago 26 years.
Yes.
Okay. And where in Chicago were you raised?
Rogers Park.
Rogers Park. And are you still in Rogers Park?
No, moved to Humboldt Park.
Ah, about what time did you move?
About 17 years ago.
Okay. And are you married?
I am for 8 years.
Very good. Very congratulations. Yeah. Where'd you go to school?
I went to Joyce Kilmore Grade School and Sullivan High School.
Okay. Very local schools. Before I forget it, Mr. Ramirez, do you speak Spanish?
I do not.
You do not. Do you speak any foreign languages?
No.
Okay. And also, Mr. Ramirez, are you right-handed?
I am not right-handed. I'm only left-handed.
Okay. Have you been born that way?
Yes, born that way.
Okay. And also, what do you do for a living?
I'm a sheetrock carpenter.
Oh, nice, nice. Okay, thank you. Now that we know a little bit about you, I'd like to ask you about the evening of December 6th. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened then?
I went over to my friend's house, Lewis's house, to watch an NBA game.
Ah,
Brought a 6-pack of beer and we shared it.
ah. Okay, was anybody else there?
Yeah, Lewis and Perone, a friend of mine.
A friend of mine. How long have you known Lewis and Perlin?
I've known them for 20 years. We
Okay.
played softball team together.
Okay, nice. Do you play in the league?
Yeah, we played in the league for 3 years.
Good. Okay. What else did you do over at Lewis's house?
We played a card game, rummy, a card game, and
Yeah.
drank. After that, we went to a bar.
Oh, you went to a bar. Do you remember the name of the bar?
I do not.
Okay. And so after the bar, did you go back to Lewis's place?
No, we went to a second bar, another bar after that one.
Okay. What was the name of the second bar?
I don't remember. It was somewhere in Bucktown.
Okay. Okay. And then what did you do?
We went out to a field in Wicker Park, and we had a little race to see who was fastest.
Ah,
Ran about 50 yards.
nice. So you were feeling pretty good then.
I was, yes.
Okay. What happened after that?
We went back to Lewis's house and where my car was parked, so I could go home.
Anything interesting happened on the way home?
Yeah, I went down, was headed home, and there was a car in front of me that was going really slow, 5 to 10 miles an hour. I tried to get around him. I beat my horn at him and put my blinker on, flashed my lights, and he would not let me get around him.
Oh, wow. And so one time, so you just went down, what street was this on? Do you remember?
It was on California headed towards Evergreen.
Okay. And so you just calmly followed him down California Street?
Yes. Well, he made a turn into Evergreen, and I made a turn into Evergreen, and he got out of his car, and I was yelling at him.
Now, had you been honking your horn?
I had been.
You had been. Okay. And so he got out of his car first?
Yes.
So, can you tell me about Evergreen Street? Is it a one-way, two-way street?
It's a two-way street.
One way.
One-way street.
Okay. And so there wasn't room to get by. How did you get up around him, or what happened?
He pulled over and hopped out of his vehicle, and I pulled over as well.
Okay.
Rolled down my window and yelled at him
Okay.
before he got out.
Was his window rolled down?
No, it was not. Or
what was he doing?
He was yelling back at me.
Okay, okay.
I couldn't understand what he was saying.
Then you you say he got out of his vehicle. What did you do then?
He got out of his vehicle, went to the front. I got out of his vehicle and went to the front of his vehicle and told him he was an idiot and that I didn't like, idiot driver and didn't like what he was doing.
Okay, and what happened next?
He struck me in the face, just hit me and punched me in the face.
Oh, okay. And what happened next?
I returned and hit him right back.
Okay, okay.
And we struggled a little bit, and I started rolling down the side of his car and went to the back of his car, and he punched me in the stomach, and I hit my head in the back of his bumper.
Oh. Wow, so you hit your head on the rear bumper?
Yes, of the patrolman's car.
Okay. Was it a marked car?
It was an unmarked car.
So you didn't learn it was a patrolman's car until later?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Then he kicked me in the stomach, then went on for a few seconds, and then he said, "I'm a police officer."
And what did you do?
I just dropped my hands on the ground, and I said, "All right, show me some identification."
Okay.
He got off of me.
Were you laying on your back or on your stomach?
I was laying on my back.
Okay, and so what happened after he got off of you?
He got off me. I tried to jump up, and I noticed there was a pair of shoes on the right side of me. And as I was getting up, I felt the pain in which I thought someone kicked me in the back, and I looked at him. And I told him, "Why did you do that to me? Why did you kick me?"
And then what happened?
I passed out right after that.
Wow. Okay. Do you remember anything at all after that?
I heard somebody say, what shall we do? Leave him?" And I passed out again. Next thing I remember waking up on a table with lights over me, people all around me, and thought I was at the hospital.
Okay. By the way, you said you do sheetrock work. What do you keep your tools in for sheetrock work?
I keep it in my toolbox.
Okay. And I guess you have a variety of tools in your toolbox. Do you keep knives in your toolbox?
I keep a utility knife and a hook knife in my toolbox.
Oh. And do you carry a pocket knife in your toolbox?
I do not. I do not carry a pocket knife on my person as well.
Okay. And do you own any other knives?
I do not have any other knives.
Okay. Okay. And just to review, Mr. Ramirez, do you speak Spanish?
I do not speak any Spanish.
And are you right-handed?
I am not right-handed. Left-handed and from birth. Always use my left hand.
No further questions, Your Honor.